What's up guys, it's X-Rays and welcome to a new Zombies video. In today's video we're going to be covering if the 4 original crew members from the zombie storyline meet up in the final DLC. Now for you guys that don't know, Treyarch has been kind of releasing these little journal entries. They go by month starting in September and they end in December, and each one of these journal entries is written by one of the 4 original characters. The 4 characters being Richtofen, Nikolai, Tank Dempsey, and Takeo. Now, each one of these kind of describes each one of them, but the interesting thing here that I want to talk about that a lot of people have not been talking about, everybody's freaking out and saying, finally the old crew is coming back, it's going to take place in World War I, etc. No one's been talking about the events that are happening. If you guys notice in the journal entries, they are all dated in 1917. Now the reason you guys are seeing some Mob of the Dead gameplay in the background is because as far as we know, the earliest amount of zombie story that we have is Mob of the Dead. Now Mob of the Dead is not an official part of the storyline, but still we know that it takes place in the 1930s, which was before all of the events. In the 1940s was when, you know, Richtofen was around, Maxis was around, they were doing the teleportation, they were working with zombies, etc. So it's kind of interesting that they're releasing journal entries from 1917, almost 23 years before the actual experimentation happens. Now I'm going to go through each one of these, I'm going to tell you guys who wrote it, I'm going to talk about what exactly it means for this story, and exactly where the next DLC map is going to be. Let's jump into the first one, and what appears to be written by Richtofen. So let's jump into it. Alright, so the first journal entry says, September 22nd, 1917. When we began the site excavation, our group could not have predicted the dark path down which our work would lead us. The Doctor remains both adamant and optimistic that the potential application for the newfound element are worth using the associated risks. I concur with the sentiment, but feel increasingly anxious as to the changes I am seeing in my old friend. Alright guys, so right away this one seems to be a letter that was written by Richtofen. There are a few things in here that might mislead us. The first one being that it does mention that, you know, he refers to a doctor, which could be Dr. Richtofen, it could be Dr. Maxis. We don't know at this point. The thing that kind of, you know, makes me uneasy is the fact that it says my old friend, which is something that you don't expect from Richtofen if he's the one writing it. We all know that Richtofen was the one that, you know, conspired to kill Dr. Maxis. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go back and check out my zombie storyline series. But basically, Richtofen was trying to kill Dr. Maxis, so it doesn't make any sense that he's saying, you know, the changes I'm seeing in my old friend. He's concerned for the person, so I don't know if it is Richtofen. A lot of people are saying it's Richtofen. Could it be Dr. Maxis? You know, he was unaware of what Richtofen was doing the whole time. He was unaware that Richtofen was trying to kill him. So is it possible that Dr. Maxis is going to be playable in this final DLC? I don't know. You know, we have to find out. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that. But anyways, let's jump into the next journal entry. Alright, the second one reads, October 6, 1917. The Emperor grows concerned that the barbarian drive for mechanization may soon yield weapons more devastating than anything the world has ever known. I am honored to act as his trusted agent, and I will ensure that any such weapons are rescued for the benefit of Japan. Alright, so this second letter is written obviously by Takeo. He is the person who is Japanese, obviously. And it looks like this is way before, you know, they found element 115, all of this kind of stuff. And as it turns out, this one being a month after, it looks like Takeo might be on some sort of secret mission that kind of leads him towards France or leads him towards somewhere. It doesn't mention France, but I'm going to refer to that in the third letter as we jump into it right now. Alright guys, so these last 2 letters are kind of like the big ones. So let's jump into the third one. It says November 19th, 1917. It seems beyond doubt that Fritz is up to no good. Air Recon suggests prototype armored weaponry is being tested in northern France. Scuttlebutt. Reads like the rambling of a madman. Strange lights in the sky, a mysterious plague, even giant metal men. I'll be on the site within the next week to learn the truth with my own eyes. Alright guys, so it looks like this third letter was written by Tank Dempsey. As it turns out, he's referring to, you know, weaponry that's being built, even refers to a giant, a plague, the plague possibly being zombies and a zombie outbreak maybe. And then he also refers to a metal giant. I don't know if he maybe could be referring to maybe a code word for Der Riese, since we all know Der Riese means the giant in German. So we don't know what exactly it is. He does mention though that he is on his way to France in order to find out with his own eyes what is going on. So you know, this is probably going to lead to what I want to talk about in the fourth letter, which is really what the main point of this video is for. So let's jump into the fourth letter that was written and let's discuss it a little bit. Alright guys, so the fourth letter that was written, it looks like it was written by Nikolai, so let's jump straight into it. December 10th, 1917. It appears my current exile from the motherland may prove torturous. I have received orders to undertake a vital mission in northern France. Reports from the area suggest that the Kaiser war machine may be gearing up to unleash something unlike anything we have seen before. So this one is written obviously by Nikolai. He also refers to France. So the whole point of this thing is, you know, everyone's talking about, oh great, the zombies, you know, the old crew is coming back. That's great. It's going to take place in World War I. But is it possible that this whole event is where Nikolai, Tank, Richthofen, and Tachia, where they all kind of meet up and see each other for the first time? Could this be where maybe Richthofen got the idea to use these guys as guinea pigs for his testing that he was doing for the zombies? I don't know. You know, this is very interesting. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Again, all of these events happening almost 20 years, a little more than 20 years before the actual testing that Richthofen and Maxis had. So this could be a completely different group. This could be before they even met at France. Maybe they met. This is where they discovered, you know, what Element 115 was doing to people. So this is really interesting, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And we'll keep discussing this throughout the week until the next DLC comes out. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to slap a like and a favorite on this one. If you guys are watching this on a different channel other than my own, feel free to check me out. A link to my channel is down in the description. youtube.com/OGXrays. Remember to subscribe for the best zombie content. I'll see you guys next time. I'm X-Rays. I'm out. Peace.